Hello, everyone. This screencast is designed to walk you through the steps of completing the Analyze Historical Eras Level 3 Formative. When you look in classwork, you will see there is an assignment called Analyze Historic Eras Level 3 Formative. When you open it up, it will look like this. Here in bold are the details of what you are expected to do. To meet the criteria for the level 3 formative, I'm asking because we have already worked with the Kurt Flood case for a writing prompt, you must choose another important occurrence in baseball labor history, which might include the Black Sox scandal, the 1994 strike, the 1987 owners collusion, things of that nature. Once you do that, you have a link here to choose the era that your particular event in baseball labor history or a couple of events would have occurred in, and then you're going to write down the era. You're going to explain the significance of at least one enduring theme from that era that connects to baseball history. And here you have the link to the list of themes. The eras and themes are on the same document, so you have to scroll down to the bottom of the document to get to the themes. And then you're going to provide a couple of examples, but explain the significance as well. Part 3, you're explaining the details of two significant events. So here are the list of events here. And again, provide a couple of details about the events. Don't just write something like the 1994 strike. Write something about, what the 1994 strike was about, what the concerns were, what maybe happened as a result of the strike, things of that nature. And explain why one of the events was a turning point. And remember, by turning point, we mean change. How did this event change the labor history of baseball on the historic timeline? You want to explain the impact of at least one important person that is associated with your event. For instance, the Black Sox scandal, you might talk about players that were involved. You might talk about the owner of the White Sox. Somebody like that would be an important person or an impactful person for that particular event. How the elements of this era suggest implications for the future, using at least one example. Remember, we did a writing prompt about this. Again, you want to think about how this particular event in labor history connects to what's going on today and what's going on with the future of baseball. We know, obviously, that at one time baseball players weren't paid as much or weren't treated as well, and now they are living in sort of a golden era where they're treated significantly better and making significantly more money. We all know this. So think about how your events would have had an impact on what's going on today and moving forward, what's going on, what might go on with baseball labor history. Then you want to think about, two events that you chose, what was similar about them, what was different. One of the similarities is they almost all have to do with some sort of labor issue that is contested between the players and the owners of the teams. That's going to be a similarity among all of them. But then think about other things as well. And then think about how they are different. One of the obvious differences is going to be that typically your two events will be in two different time periods. And then again, with your two events, you want to think about causes and effects. What led up to the event, think of it like a chain or timeline. The events that led up to it, the event itself, and then once the event occurred, what were some of the consequences or effects because that event had occurred? And do that for two of the events. All right, that is it for now. Please email me if you have any questions or see me in class. Good luck.